Hello everyone, you have come to Tata Comic Preview channel. Let read together. Have fun. We have to change our target, that's our best bet. Though I can't help but feel curious, just what kind of godlike being could raise their cultivation so much and so fast? It's like a miracle. His brothers sighed and nodded. Meanwhile, the fiend saw Zhuo Fan saunter in with a heroic swag in his step. They stood stunned as well, but happier than anything else. Zhuo Fan, took you long enough, brat. You gave me such an astonishing surprise, I could kiss you. Fiend Yang gesticulated while taking Zhuo Fan into a bear hug. Zhuo Fan flounced around in his grip, wanting nothing to do with this crazy ball of flubber. Glaring at him, Zhuo Fan spat, shove it, I hate that kind of talk. Neither do I. I just let emotion take me. His glare didn't put Fiend Yang's joy off in the slightest, still grinning like a fool. Then he took in the disciples behind Zhuo Fan, but the more he looked, the giddier he became. He's the friggin' bomb, this kid. In just 6 months, the lowest form of improvement was advancing 4 layers while also getting many of them in the ethereal stage. Zhuo Fan is a damn miracle worker if I ever saw one. Wu Yue made the best decision of his life getting him into the sect. The other fiends bobbed their heads with beaming smiles. Happy as their reunion was, there were 2 sects not in the least bit happy, their hearts thumping in fright inside their chests. Elder Yun had seen what a brutal monster Zhuo Fan was and kept his guard up. But back then, he only had one to deal with while now he had a whole team. This freak had turned the other demon scheming sect's disciples into carbon copies of him, in nature at least, just as freaky. The girls gasped, lost for words. Weren't they the stiffies trudging along the way here? How are they so strong? Chu Qingcheng smiled, told you so. Such a trifling matter has no hold on him. We have to see them as adversaries from the start. Qingcheng, how are you so calm? Most are in the ethereal stage expert. Shui Ruohua looked crestfallen, having lost all hope in this tournament. With demon scheming sect strength, one forfeited round hardly affected them. Then she raised her eyebrows, wait, did you just say they are all changed because of Serjua? How did he pull it off? I'm no seer. But what I do know is that he is a miracle worker. Chu Qingqing's gaze on him was filled with tenderness. The girls were even more astonished. Serjua isn't just strong, but capable of incredible things. The very definition of a monster. All the girls watched Zhuo Fan as a cow looked at a new gate, and Xian Xiaoyu hated him for it with a burning passion. The judge was shuffling through the roster in anxiety. What's demon scheming sect playing at? They were all in the radiant stage when they came, so how come 6 of them skipped a stage? How the hell is it they got so strong in just 3 days? This increase is suspicious. Did they get outside help? Racking his brains all he could, the judge's withered hands stopped. Then he recalled the elders at the guards saying something. That the demon scheming sect got filthy rich, using zombie pills on their disciples. All the pieces fit together, and the judge muttered to himself, there's a real expert here that knows this rare training method to raise the disciples' strength so fast. Even the double dragon manner only heard of it but never put it into practice. Yet for this guy to pull it off like nothing showed how brilliant he was. The judge sighed, the double dragon gathering is going to flip again. Demon scheming sect is going places. Demon scheming sect and beast taming sect, begin the fight. Please present your disciples for this round. The judge's voice boomed. When he looked at Hui Xiong, he saw the muscle-bound guy shaking from every fiber and whiter than milk, if possible. Against 6 mighty figures in the ethereal stage experts, their auras slamming into Hui Xiong one after the other, all he could do was shake like a leaf, turning a pale and whiny face to his master, squeaking, Master, they're faking. Just 3 days ago they were cripples and now they're monsters? They have to have pulled something. But what did they do? Elder Lu was just as stunned, feeling remorse for his imminent fate. What did they eat to get so big? How the hell can one change so much in just 3 days? And so many too. Hui Xiong hesitated, his eyes darting to and fro. Master, the first round is lost. Should we just forfeit? We'll just focus on mystical heaven sect. There's just no way we can beat these freaks. Bullshit. Elder Lu snapped, do you have any idea why Double Dragon Gathering uses evaluation as a way to judge our ranks? For this precise situation, when someone uses a dirty trick to play against another sect, the result of every round's evaluation will be added together to determine our final places. By forfeiting a round, we get nothing. Hui Xiong put on a painful face, but master, fighting them is the same as getting nothing either way. Just look at them. I'm starting to think Xie Wuyuet played us. He gave us his weakest disciples to fight while these are the true elites. Elder Lu's face twitched in anger. It never occurred to him this was possible since Xie Wuyue was damn sect's ruler, yet instead of acting like one, he used petty tricks. Using weaklings instead, won't it make him look like a fool among the other sects? But now, when it mattered the most, he had no time to mind trifles, turning to Hui Xiong, don't worry too much, the fighting is done by drawing lots. They have 6 in the ethereal stage, but for much weaker ones. All we can do now is pray for luck. Master, that makes quite the sense. Eyeing the 10 people, Hui Xiong nodded and his gaze landed on Zhuo Fan. Master, that kid is only in the 3rd layer. Getting him couldn't be better. Elder Lu sneered at Zhuo Fan, then knocked his head, damn coward, there are 4 in the radiant stage over there and you picked the weakest? Please, you're at peak radiant stage so act like one. Can't you go for those in the 6th layer and leave the weakling to your juniors? We would at least get the most out of this round. All you ever care about is yourself. Master, it's all up to luck. I'll fight who happens to be my opponent. Not everything will just go as you wish. Holding his head, Hui Xiong replied. Elder Lu nodded, he's right though. Then glared again, I'm angry at you for your cowardly nature, not your wishes. The strong must challenge the strong with a brave heart. That's the only way to become stronger. Picking on the weak all the time is boring, not to mention pointless. Hui Xiong scratched his head and nodded. May the team step forth to draw your lots. There are 2 boxes with 10 numbers. Identical numbers on each team will be fighting each other while the order of the fights will be that of the numbers. In 2 short light shows, the judge's hands now held 2 boxes. Zhuo Fan came first, sticking his hand in like he was picking apples in the market, and gave the number to the judge. The judge nodded, demon scheming sex leader, Zhuo Fan, has picked 10. 10, wonder who's the poor sap going to fight that freak. Yan Mo snickered. Hi, senior brother Yan Mo, how is it you never felt like watching your fellow disciples in the elite area fight back at the sect yet you're now so excited that you came to watch the lower 3 sects rounds? Whoosh. A curvy and enticing woman popped on his side, bearing the most intoxicating smile. Oh, you may. Glancing sideways, Yan Mo sighed, the lower 3 sects are truly the scrape of the barrel. But I'm not here for them. Yan Mo's eyes flashed like a ravenous wolf on a particular man, there's one person down there worthy to be my adversary. Started, Yu Mei shuddered at Yan Mo's savage look. She always knew him as a player, toying around and doing whatever he wanted. If there was one thing he ever cared about in truth, that was the fight with Wu Qingqiu. Yet by the looks of him now, he was putting this man way above even Wu Qingqiu. There's someone among them that senior brother recognizes? Her eyes washed over the crowd until she stopped on the board Zhuo Fan and cried, 3rd layer radiant stage? Yes, 3rd layer radiant stage. Yan Mo nodded, gnashing his teeth in hatred, this rotten liar is anything but his cultivation shows. He's more like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Last time he almost. Yan Mo raved then held his tongue, realizing Yu Mei was there. Yu Mei was damn curious now, last time? Nothing. It doesn't concern you. Yan Mo flushed in embarrassment, not feeling like sharing his shame. Was he going to shout to the world a 3rd layer radiant stage almost did him in? Hardly, he had a reputation to maintain. Though his tight lip only got Yu Mei more intrigued, her smile creepily lingered on Zhuo Fan. Who is he to make senior brother so angry?